Hi, I'm Trent Bosch here in Fort Collins, Colorado at my studio. We're going to be going through the processes in hollowing. I'm going to start from the beginning and we're going to walk all the way through the process of hollowing the vessels, turning the shape, sharpening your tools, finishing, safety. There's a whole bunch of stuff we're going to cover in this video. So I'm excited to share this information with you that I've gained over the past 25 or so years. And let's head over to the shop and get started. So I wanted to take some time to talk about safety, which is probably something that should be on your mind all the time when you're working in your shop. You just want to be paying attention to what's going on and be thinking about that kind of stuff. There's some safety equipment that I want to just talk about that I use and that I would recommend that every wood turner use. The minimum safety for when you're turning would be your safety glasses. Make a huge difference as far as, you want to be able to see what you're doing. So the safety glasses are very important. So don't leave those out for sure. Even better, or both, a face shield and safety glasses. So the face shield is an excellent safety item to protect your face from bark, anything that happens to be coming off your lathe. If by chance the whole piece comes off, the face shield will be there to help you out. So definitely think about that. Wood selection and preparation is another thing I want to touch on with you all here today. When I go ahead and get a blank ready to put on the lathe, I have some decisions to make, whether it be end grain or face grain. End grain material would mean I would go down through the grain. So the forms that I'm going to turn for you in this video are made out of end grain. There's a lot of possibilities with that. It can be very cool. With my work, most of the time I'll get rid of the pith. This piece the pith was down in this area somewhere. So I cut this log down the center and I got a half a log, and then I would probably, potentially, cut a circle right out of that area right here. This is a little bit smaller piece, but it gives you the idea. And then I'd have a nice end grain piece to be working with. If I wanted to do a face grain piece, I could go ahead and cut a circle out of this area here and do a face grain piece. The way I turn end grain versus face grain is very similar. There are some rules to follow one way or the other, but it is pretty much the same process. But the look of the vessel is a little bit. These are some hollowing tools that I designed quite a while ago. And when I first started hollowing and trying different tools, I was always frustrated by that there was a solid round bar that came out to this tip or this swivel head. I always felt like there was way too much stuff inside the vessel. So these tools that I designed, I milled down the sides so that the cutter is out here all on its own. And when I'm in there cutting with it, it just does exactly that. It just cuts and does exactly what I need it to do. This time, instead of just hollowing with the hand tools, we're going to put on my stabilizer, which is going to give that tool a little extra support and allow us to do things almost exactly the same way, but take a little bit of that stress off of our body. So let's take the tool rest out. We'll grab the stabilizer. We'll drop it in. And there's a few setup things we're going to need to do to this particular thing. First off, we're going to put the hollowing tool in there. And we're going to start with my straight hollowing tool. Just take it out of the handle here. We'll slide it in. We'll have it protrude through just enough so that my tool handle can grab onto it. We're going to set it up so that that cutter is pretty much straight up. We're going to add the handle to it. This is really the key, allowing me to have that handle there to continue to use my body to hollow with that. So the next thing I want to do is I want to bring this a little bit closer to where we're hollowing, and I'm going to bring it up until that tool is cutting right about on center. And then I'm going to lock this down, and there's a little collar on here. I'm going to take the collar and I'm going to drop it down to the top of the tool rest holder. And now, every time I put this tool in here, it's going to drop down, it's going to register, and I'm going to be right on center, and we should be good to go. So we're locked in there, tool handles on, everything should be good. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start hollowing. Basically step number 2 on our list of steps that we have. And we're just going to work our way right down the vessel, and we'll just go through 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and hollow this vessel out. When we get to 5, we're going to switch the tool to a bent tool though. Whip it good. Hey, that could be a
I
song.
told you, don't sing.
That could be a song.
That could be a good song.